Okay, ladies, it's week 5. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that, but again, check the words at the bottom. Last week, we made 48 of this block. Upper right, upper right, upper right, lower left. Did you do that right? Yes, did that right. So we made 48 of those. This week, we're going to take these 48 and make 12 4 patches. So I want you to take 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, and make 4 patches with the feather in, the chevron, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the technical word for that is, but with the long lines going in, and just randomly, unless you're doing a specific colorway, if you just got a scrappy quilt going, just grab any 4 and put them together. It doesn't make any difference. I hope you can see this contrast here, but you want to have color, light, color, light, color, light, color, light, and then so that it's a star. I hope you can see that star. I have done this block in years past where I did just tiny, I didn't make them into 4 patches and then put the 4 patch together. I laid out all these tedious little 16 little tiny ones. Why? I don't know, because 4 patches are so much easier than 16 patches. So this, it's coming together. Every single one of these little points is coming together true. That block thing, okay, here's what you should do. Go online and look for videos from the block people on how to use this tool properly, because they will tell you how to use it properly and show you the little spinning technique and all of that. Because next week, we're going to have to do the 64 in another orientation. So this week, what we're going to do is make 12 of these from the 48 that you just did, because 48 divided by 4 is 12, I believe. Yes, it is. Make these, and then we're going to have one more thing that we do this week. Okay, so make these 12 4 patches, and I'll see you again when I make it into, 12. See you in a minute. Okay, quilters, in putting this together, I realized that I really should show you what I'm doing here in stitching these. I'm stitching 2 together so I can then take the other 2 and put them on the other half. And that seems pretty logical. But I want to show you how I'm actually stitching this. So I'm chain stitching. I've got 2 together so they're pointing in the right direction. And I'm going to match up the side seam here so that it's just perfect. And then I'm going to pin it. And I'm going to make sure I'm pinning it at this center seam. And in all ways like this, you want to make sure that the seams are going together. So then I'm going to stitch this along here. I've got my needle again in the down position, and I want to remove my pin before my needle gets to it, because you just don't want to break a needle, that's all. Then when you get to this end, and this is why I'm showing you this, you've got 2 half square triangles coming together, and there's color on both sides. And with your finger, you can feel when they lay on top of each other, you can feel that they're right in the exact right place. You don't want this color to overlap this. You want them just to butt right up next to each other. So again, that's what happens when you do accurate cutting and stitching. You just get this smooth joining. And let me just show you what that looks like on this particular one, I hope. Okay, so see how those 2 come together just absolutely perfectly? That's so cool. And same with this join right here. So do that, and then take the 2 that are, take any 2, just random 2, put the star points together and stitch them in the same way that we just did, matching these points up. And because you've maintained that accuracy with cutting and with stitching, and your quarter of an inch, doesn't have to be anybody else's quarter of an inch, these 2 points right here are going to match up perfectly. They're going to be stunning. You're going to be so happy. So put the 4 patches together. I'll be back. Okay, quilters, final step in week 5 is to make 4 rows of 7 blocks each with the 2 combination, the 4 patch and the star block. So that be sure when you're putting them together that the color is in the upper left corner. So color goes this way, star block, color going that way, star block, color going that way, star block, and then one more color going, one more 4 patch at the end. So there's 3 star blocks surrounded by 4 patches. Do that, make 4 rows like that, and then we'll get ready to do the rest of it next week, week 6. Okay, see ya, bye. Where's the thing?